A lot of big personalities, a lot of energy on that side of the net. Looking to raise their level here in set 2. Linehan draws only tape. Dixon and Shaven Landsman were there.
Automatically, so if that ball is within 1 foot, it'll automatically go to the ref to tell them whether that ball is in or out. So no objectivity needed. You know it's going to be accurate.
100% of the time as Edmond produces a few oohs and ahs with that swing.
That's exactly what that arm brings. She's got power coming right through it, and she's not afraid to take a big rip. If she sees that open, you got to put your hands up quick.
Fanning on serve now with Watson in the front. And that one's popped up by Stringer. Playing the carom nicely was Hilly. Dixon helped it over. Linehan, pancake by Hilly. Big point here for Omaha. 2 saving plays on defense. Can they transition into offense? Shaven Landsman, side outs.
Shaven Landsman bringing the heat on such a long rally. Oftentimes you'll see hitters take a little bit off as rallies go longer and longer. Not Shaven Landsman, she's ready to just unload on this ball and finish it off.
The former Iowa State indoor player, LSU beach player, was in the coaching world. Sort of been out of her playing days. Was coaching in town here at Blair High School. Called the coaches, asked them if she could try out. And the rest is history. She's impressed everybody here in Omaha, and she's helped the Supernovas back into this set.
Big moments.
Atlanta 2 points from a 2-set lead here in the opening PVF match. Not yet.
Well, Brooke Nunnebeller came up clutch during set 1 to bring the Supernovas within 1 during that set and push it into extras. And they know they can trust her in these big moments when they're down a few points to get right back at it.
Can the team ranked preseason favorites to win it all produce some magic? And they are right now.
Omaha doing work from the service line. First it was Betty De La Cruz, and now Tori Dixon, the middle blocker in the back row, doing work, forcing over passes. Atlanta looks really uncomfortable in their passing core.
And Watson sets up a set point.
Tori Stringer using a very effective, efficient middle blocker in that rotation. Really smart to go to their middle right then.
Set point for a 2-0 lead. Linehan on serve. Pence to Edmond. Set saved there by Kendall White. Edmond again, blocked again. Popped up for Watson. Hilly to Nunneveller. Linehan was there. Edmond. Was it touched? It was. And the Atlanta Vibe take a 2-set lead here at the CHI Health Center. Now, Shelton Collier has his tablet in hand. They might take a look at this. Might as well challenge from his perspective.
Yeah, upon first look at that, it did look like it was clear out of bounds. It didn't look like Shaven Landsman had touched that ball. I think even Leah Edmond thought she hadn't touched that ball initially based on her reaction when she came down from that swing, but as we take a few more looks at it, it looks like that ball is clear to the right side of Shaven Landsman.
So what a big first decision for the Pro Volleyball Federation challenge referee. This adjudication will happen in Frisco, and they'll get to use the Bolt 6 technology to help them out.
You can tell how good the cameras are here. Oh, net touch.
I see. So rather than the shot being tipped, they're going to say Shaven Landsman was in the net. And this will likely confirm the 2-set lead for Atlanta. It has.
Yeah, important to note that even if you do challenge whether or not that ball was touched, the refs are still able to look at that net and see if anyone was in it, and that precedent sets over whatever was challenged as well, if there's any fault happening at the end of the play.
The inaugural game of the Pro Volleyball Federation, delivering so far here from Omaha. The two teams ranked 1 and 2 in the preseason poll, playing a pair of hotly contested sets in front of what we anticipate as a potentially record-breaking crowd for professional volleyball in the United States.
It's been so exciting, and this is exactly what we want. We've seen close set after close set, the first one going into extra points. Second one, Omaha coming storming back, but Atlanta again just winning it by 2 points to go up 2-0. But the level of play that we're seeing tonight is so elite, both offensively and defensively. They're putting on a show for some of these fans that were so excited to come.
And for young fans to be able to have role models, right, in their hometowns to say, yes, I can play professional volleyball and I can do it right here at home.
It's never been a thing that young players can see growing up to aspire to do. A lot of times you don't even know the option of playing professionally until you're in college and someone tells you that you might be able to play at the international level. But now they can see these players that they followed in college to do it here in the States. It creates a platform that is unmatched.
Well, the vibes are good over there for Atlanta. So now the dangerous serve of De La Cruz. Getting accustomed to life here in Omaha. She has traveled the world in her accomplished volleyball career. Couple of aces already for her in this match. Nuneviller pop back up by Hentz. Brooke again. High hands again. Slowed down by Cleveland. Linehan finds a low angle. White, beautiful pass to Nuneviller, who can't connect.
Nuneviller a little bit frustrated with herself after that play. She knew that she might want that one back. That ball set up so high, the timing just a little bit off to send it in the net.
Have you noticed a lot of frustration coming from the Supernovas side of the net? Obviously this match not going the way they planned, but they've only lost 6 less points than Atlanta.
Well, I think this team's still trying to figure out their identity and really what works, especially offensively in their systems as they put that ball down. But look, they've only had a few weeks to train together, and you know, you have new faces and new players. Yes, they might have experience, but it takes time to develop those connections, especially between the setter and all the hitters.
What's the hardest part? What's the last step in making that connection, even for a professional?
Well, I think it just takes a lot of reps, and a lot of that's in the practice gym. You want to have as many hitting lines as possible just to get those connections down. But it's a whole different ballgame when you're actually stepping on the court, playing a match. You have to talk about it a lot quicker.
Again, just the first of a 24-match schedule for both of these teams over the next 4 months. 7 teams a part of the inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation. How can the Supernovas use this crowd here to turn this third set? They lead it by 1, looking for 2 with De La Cruz. She jousts it back over, setting up an Edmond swing. Great up by White. The former Penn State Nittany Lion saving that point. And a block. Hart and De La Cruz. That's how to get the crowd in it.
That's exactly how to get the crowd in it. Nothing gets your team or crowd more hype than a massive stuck block. This is exactly what the Supernovas needed. They need this crowd on their side. The best way to do that is getting up and putting it right down.
The associate head coach and one of his former players. Edmond slowed down by the presence of Hilly, who dumps one over and down. And the first extended run for the Supernovas early in a set tonight.
All of a sudden, Omaha's got some momentum headed into this one, forcing the Atlanta timeout, trying to make a storm here in set 1, up 9-5.
Cruz's serve, but it's been a team effort here to help turn this match around in set 3.
Omaha playing much more clean on Atlanta's side. They're not playing clean. They're making errors that we haven't seen them make all match. The connections don't look as good as they did during set 1 and set 2, and the passing has really lacked.
That one took a touch off the block, and so Atlanta gets the side out. Coach Collier looking back to his staff, and they've decided to challenge this play. We get touch on Tori Dixon. There you have it. No touch, point, Supernovas, a successful challenge for Coach Collier. That's the first of its kind in league history. Everybody in that locker room, according to her head coach. Set point, and a whole bunch of them.
Betty De La Cruz reading that so well, stepping right in front of Tori Stringer and shutting it down.
Over 11,000 strong in this record-setting crowd on their feet for the set. Not yet. Tori Stringer there to keep the set alive for the vibe.
And Atlanta trying to just gain some momentum as we probably head to that set 4. Kind of a long way for them to go here in this set, but they need to string together a few points.
Stringer serving into the net. And the Supernovas have extended this match by winning set 3, 25-17.